So obviously chalk markers work really well on chalkboard. So I'm going to do a really lovely simple wreath for you now, that you can write messages in and you can make a lovely little notice. So obviously, you know, this is great if you're running a business, but it's also lovely if you were doing some sort of party or something like that. So this works for all kind of levels, really. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a pencil just to give me a rough circle outline. I'm just going to use a plate. So I've got my circle here, and now I'm just going to make a really simple but effective and festive wreath. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a red Posca to just anchor my wreath in and draw a really simple festive poinsettia flower. So just going to keep it really simple here. And the key to any kind of design like this is symmetry. So I've got these two little things here, and I'm going to just so just drawing those in, and then I'll, as I say, I'm going to do the outline, and then we'll. So I've kept it really simple. I've let that dry so I can have my hands free. So what I'm doing is I'm using the curve to do something incredibly simple. So I'm just making lovely green curves following the line of the circle, and then I'm just drawing some really simple leaf shapes. And what's nice about this is that I've just smudged that, but I can repair that, and I'll show you how to repair that. What's nice about this is that you're creating a sort of central motif. It means you can write messages in, and it means that this can be really festive and lovely. I'm just going to show you how, after I've smudged that, you can go over it. So we're going to colour this in anyway, so I can go over any sort of smudge design or anything like that. So I'm going to colour that in anyway, but you can see how any mistakes are really easily rectified. I'm just going to put the light shining on that, so you can see, if I hold it at that angle, you can see that works. Okay, so again, just following the curve that I've drawn with that. With my plate, and I can affect the kind of rhythm of it as to where I place my leaves. So I've got our basic shape now. I'll just again get that out of the light, and what we're going to do is I'm going to fill this area with lots of lovely sort of Christmassy motifs. So, and again, this is before I colour anything in. So I'm going to do a little fir sprig here. So here's our little fir sprig. So I've got my central line. I'm just really simple there. I'll just do that again here. It's nice and festive, and I'll just, again, you know, we were saying about symmetry, so I'm just going to work that here as well. So now, as I say, this can work on a large scale if you had an establishment or anything and you wanted to do a window, or you wanted to do a big chalk sign. This is quite nice. You can scale this up because we're working around a circle. So it's pretty easy to scale up. So again, just nice and wispy. It's kind of, you know, it's it's whimsical and it's, you know, it's a bit fairy tale type thing. So I'm going to also do, I will add other colours other than red and green, but they're nice basic sort of Christmas colours and they look really effective on the chalkboard. So I'm going to have a little, but I'm also going to get a bit of a sense of some sort of little floral notes as well. But I'm going to do a mistletoe and I'm going to do some holly. So we'll get, I'll just get some little holly things coming around here. So again, really simple to do a holly motif. You just make a central line and then draw some inverted curves around there. So it's nice and easy. So again, I'm going to keep that symmetry going where we've got our holly coming in here. And it also, just as a thing, it also means as well, it can hide a multitude of sins with your chalkboard, even if your chalkboard's uneven. Once you've got a load of really nice decorations on it, you know, you don't have to, you know, it kind of hides it and makes it look nice. So we'll get some mistletoe going on as well. So that mistletoe's kind of based on the same principle here, but instead of a pointed leaf, we're going to do a really curved leaf and we're going to do them a bit closer together and then almost like little teardrops, and I'm filling them in straight away. We'll have our little mistletoe berries in a minute, you can see. So again, always kind of trying to work in symmetry. So you're going, if you've gone there, am I missing something here? If I've got here, am I missing something there? So then you fill up the design quite easily. So I'll just that around. And you can see as well that you're creating a bit of a kind of dancing shape around the central motif. So again, these little teardrops. I haven't got the rights for Womack and Womack's teardrops, but I want to sing it. Okay, so I'll I think I might add a little mistletoe here, little mistletoe there, and then we're kind of got we're filled. Yeah, I think we're full up of green. Basically, we've got our green festive elements. Okay. So again, you know, I'm keeping it simple. We want to be able to do this relatively quickly because we want to enjoy ourselves over Christmas. Okay, so I've got my little green elements there. And now what I can do is I can work with the negative spaces. I'll obviously want to put some berries in, but then I can sort of fill around that. So I'll just, where the light's catching it, you can see. But it's just this lovely green and red spectacle. So I'm going to colour these in. And I can use either my smaller chalk marker or my larger chalk marker. So to save time, I can just, also means I can be a bit more expressive. If I want to add a bit, I can. Lovely. So I'm gonna, it's really nice, and I can also do some little buds here. Again, I'm not being super precise, I'm just doing little strokes. Gives it a bit of a kind of, I don't know, sort of dynamic feel really. So I've got my lovely flowers now done. I can start putting my berries on and everything. So it's just a really nice little festive thing. So I'm going to have some nice lovely holly berries here. There we go. And I'm going to use a bit of gold for my, oh no, I'm going to use a bit of silver for my mistletoe berries, and then I'm going to add some little gold accents for my furs. So I've got my little mistletoe here. Nice bits of metallic just shining through, which is really nice. I could use white. In fact, I might use white on my little furs as well, along with the gold. So we've got a bit of different things going on. So you can see already, just by really, really simple things, we're building up a nice little look here. So I'm just going to add some gold to my fur. Nice and easy, and I'll just hold that up so you can see it. Really, when that catches the light, it will be really effective. Okay, so I want to fill around this now. Oh, I'll add some white, as I said, as well. Okay, so I'm just going to add some white. That's really nice, actually. And I'll just add some little white highlights to my petals, and I will do to my leaves as well at some point, but I'm just going to add these for the time being, and I'm going to colour in these leaves. And you can see it goes really smoothly on the chalk board, so it's not a fight. You're not and you're not having that horrible scrapey sound either, so it's really easy to work with. And you can see that as well, the colour really pops, so you're not, again, you can get a really professional look with, as you can see, like fairly easy illustration techniques. Nothing I've done is particularly difficult. Now, a lot of people ask as well, if I leave this out in the rain, is it going to work? Is it going to wash off? And actually it really doesn't, because I left mine in the rain. I'm just going to put some little sprigs there where I see it. I left a sign out in the rain for me last week, and it was really, really raining. And I forgot when I left, and I thought, oh, I can't be bothered to pick that up. So, and I didn't. And I thought, oh, tomorrow I'm going to really regret that. And actually it was fine. It was, had some raindrops on it, but that was about it. So I've got my green. So I'm just going to fill in some of these negative spaces with just some little, like little stars, some little gold stars, but just really simple, just to lift it. That's really, it's all of a sudden it's got this kind of retro-y, kind of like 50s card vibe, which is what I was looking for, but it immediately looks festive. So if you want to do a sign, or if you just want to do a, you know, Happy Christmas thing for the family that morning, it's just a really nice little thing to do. But equally, this would work if you wanted to do a drinks menu. You could sort of square off this design and do that. You can see that it's already taking shape in a really nice way. And so what I'm just going to do is I just want to work on highlighting some of these areas here, and then we'll write a little message in there. So this is where the white chalk marker is going to come into its own. It's going to add some little highlights. It's going to, you know, just lift everything up, and I might even do some little hearts around there. I might go a bit crazy. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to add some highlights to my mistletoe leaves. And again, you can just see how it lifts up the design. And again, it's just little dashes on the little ends to just pick up the shapes, really. I'll just add some little things there. So I'm just picking up the shape. It just adds a little, I'm just putting these it just adds a little touch of, just a bit of sort of a painterly touch, really. And I've got some on the, just got some green ink on there and some green paint on there. All I've done is just primed it again, and it just refreshes the pen, so you don't have to worry you haven't ruined your pen if you get a bit of cross contamination. So I'm just going to put some more gold on there, and then I'll get back to the white. So I'm just going to highlight these little berries. God, what am I talking about? Right, and then I'm just going to just do my flower centres. Just highlight the petals, and that can mix a bit. It's quite nice if it mixes, because it looks a bit, again, you know, like a bit painterly. I'll just, if I've got a bit of that on there, I'll just give it a shake. As you can hear me pressing that down. So, and now I'm just going to do the centre of this flower here. So again, going to be really loose. Don't mind if it blends, because we're just wanting a bit of life and a bit of energy. And then I've done all that white now, and I'm just going to add a little bit of gold, some little gold dots around there, so it picks up. It might not show on camera, but it just really lifts the designer. Don't know if you can see that, but the gold works, believe me. And I'm just going to add a little bit of gold here. I could go crazy on the gold, because I do love the chalk marker gold. It's really rather nice, and it looks lovely on when you're trying to do little festive projects. So I've got this lovely warm kind of folky design now, and as I say, you can scale this up into something a bit, you know, a bit bigger if you're doing a sign for you know, a bar or a restaurant, or even if you're doing a big family sign with you know, your names on it. Also, as well, you don't have to do this circle. You could actually just use these techniques to just do something quite square, make a little frame or something. So I'm just going to keep it very simple on my writing for this, and I'm going to use the silver, and I'm just going to do a Noel. So I'm just going to okay. And you can see When you're not feeling that you've got the flow that you want, that's okay. Just give it a reprime. And I'm just going to go over it. And I really like the metallic chalk markers there because they're properly metallic. I think sometimes when I've worked with other chalk markers, they don't have that kind of solid metallic feel that that you get with these, and I think they're really nice. Okay. So there is a very simple chalkboard sign with chalk markers. That'd be great for Christmas.